Hi guys, welcome back to ESCplus. It's Aitor, and I'm here with another contestant for Melodifestivalen in 2025, trying to represent Sweden. In Switzerland, it's Ella Tiritiello. Hi Ella, how are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
I'm really good, finally meeting you, and we're closer to your semi-final already, so things are getting exciting. So before we start talking about your song and Melodifestivalen, you will be competing in the Hit 4. That's already next week, yeah, on the 22nd of February in Malmo. Before we start talking about that, can you maybe introduce yourself to the audience because you are maybe a new face for Melodifestivalen and the Eurofans?
Yeah, so my name is Ella Tiritiello and I am 18 years old and I'm a singer. And I have been singing for my whole life and now I will be competing in Melodifestivalen 2025.
Wow. So you've been singing for your whole life. We also know that you did a cover with Sarah Larsson, and you are getting bigger in Sweden. How did you end up competing in Melodifestivalen this year?
So Melodifestivalen has always been like a big dream of mine to be competing in. So I was just recording a song and I found out that Loreen wrote the song. And yeah, so when I found out, I was very happy and very shocked. And I've been watching it like since I was little, and it was like the funniest thing, like going home from school on Fridays and be like preparing for Saturday and watching Melodifestivalen. So to be competing by myself, it's so amazing. And yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, your childhood dream now comes true, and you are competing in the festival that you've been watching for all your life. That's so amazing. So let's talk about the song. As you said, you are competing with a song written by Loreen. It's called Bara Du Är Där. Sorry. Tell us a little bit more about the song, how you end up, writing or like choosing this song, or how this song came to you, and also how it's been working with Loreen, such a big name in Melodifestivalen and Eurovision.
Yeah. So Bara Du Är Där is a ballad that is very vulnerable, I think, and full of power, like more of power ballad. And it's a love song and I'm not in love. So I'm actually thinking about my mom when I am singing it because I think the lyrics is so amazing and it describes our relationship to each other. So I really feel that the audience and the listeners has to, create their own like world when they are listening to it because I think that is so important because we all have, different feelings and different connection to people. And so I'm thinking about my mom when I'm singing it. And I sorry, I love Loreen and ever since she competed with Euphoria, I've been listening to that song like since I was little. I even, can the choreography, and my mom and my sister were like saying Euphoria. It is so fun. So when I found out that Loreen has been one of the songwriters, I was like so shocked and I cried and I screamed and I called my mom and was like so shocked. But I think it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, yeah, for sure it's gonna be amazing. I mean, everything that Lorraine does, touches is like it turns gold. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like it's amazing. But it's gonna be interesting to see a ballad from Lorraine because we also always been listening to, powerful dance bangers from her. So curious to hear what she wrote for you, and also like how do you interpret it, and also the message, such a beautiful message. And it's true, it's the beauty of the of music. Everybody can interpret the song in different ways and make them, themselves. So yeah, that's interesting to see your perspective of the song because I'm sure that lots of people will also like feel connected to their mom with this
Yeah,
song or to their families, not only like in love or like a couple kind
yeah.
of situation. And tell us, so how do you find out when you were like announced, when you were chosen to be in Melodifestivalen? How was it? And yeah, how do you feel about being in the competition this year?
It was crazy. I actually sat on a cafe with my manager and Karin, and we were just talking, and I was like, no, it's not gonna happen this year because I couldn't read her. I couldn't read her. And then we sat like for an hour and just talked, and she was like, okay, let's go. Nu kör vi on Swedish. And I was like, what do you mean? And she said to me, you're in. And I was just, I was started crying, and I don't remember. It was crazy. It was
That's
so,
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm so grateful, to be a part of it. And I've been meeting these amazing people who is also competing, and they're so nice. And actually, two of my friends are competing as well. So it was so fun to find out that they will be competing as well. So that was nice.
Mm. Yeah, that's my next question actually. Who are you closest with? Because I know that we know that you are one of the youngest this year, and Arwin, for example, he's also one of the youngest. So tell us, like, who are you closest with all the competitors from this year?
So I would say because I actually knew Saga Ludvigsson and Alvin before. So because I go to the same school as Alvin, and I have been meeting Saga before, and it was so fun. So I would say I come closer to them, but I love everyone who is there because they're so nice, and they are amazing people, and I look very much what is called further, right? Um,
Yes,
to be meeting
of
everyone.
course. Yes. That's nice. But you can be, you don't need to be worried because they are not in your semifinals, so you are not competing against them directly, which is
Exactly.
good. So you are competing in Heat 4, which happens next week already. Before talking about the competition, how are you preparing for that, and how do you feel now that the performance day is closer?
Yeah, so I actually have been singing the song like 10 times a day. Because
Wow.
I
You
love the
dream already
song.
with the song.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
dream.
so yeah. So I'm just like trying to sing it as well as I can, and make me proud when I'm singing it. And the most important thing for me is that I feel prepared, and so I have been training every day and singing it every day. So yeah, what did you say next?
Yeah, that how are you preparing for that? And also, yeah, what can we expect from you on the stage? Which kind of performance can we expect? Because I guess that it's not only focused on the voice, you are also focused on the cameras and the moves and everything. What
Yes.
can we expect from you for that?
So I want people to, feel the emotion of a teenage girl sitting in her room and just, expressing her feelings, because that is what I am doing when I'm sitting in my room and singing. I'm just being alone and in my own like feelings and can express myself, and that is what I want people to feel. But I also want them to feel like this emotions and vulnerable, and just that I have been given a great show.
That's nice. Yeah, we can wait to see that performance. I'm sure it's gonna be super special. You are competing in Hit Number 4, which has very big names also in Malay Festival and also Eurovision. Like people like I don't know Mons who already won Eurovision once, and also like other singers that are famous in Sweden, as Tiritiello, which are already competed in Melodifestivalen, or Andreas, who was part of Alcázar. Tell us, how do you feel about competing against such a big names? You being such a young and newcomer to the competition, do you feel
So
nervous about that?
at first I was very nervous because it's a little bit, scary to be competing against this like huge artist. And but now I'm just like thinking, I think that I know that for a fact that I will be very inspired by everyone and how great they are on stage, and you know, just just be inspired by other people and to, see their great work and stuff like that. So I'm so excited to see them, and I think they're all great.
Yeah, so you will be already, I guess you already met them when the announcement was done and in that event. But next week you will be sharing with them the whole week in Malmo already. Do you know already them? And have you talked with the competitors of your hit or not yet?
Yeah, I have actually been talking to them, and it was so fun because me and Måns, we're from Skåne, so the southern Sweden, both of us. And I
Yes,
was,
the region, yeah, South the
yeah, it was
region.
so fun, because we both happened to be in Malmö, so it was very fun. So we were talking about that, and I met with Tennessee Tears and Andreas Lundstedt, and they were so nice. And Kai and Miana, they are all great. And I think they're just amazing people, and I'm very inspired by them. And I'm not only doing this because of the competition. I'm doing this because, meeting these great people, being a part of this amazing journey, and yeah, so I'm just very excited to, meet them again and talk to them.
Of course, I mean you are you are such a young girl and competing with such big names that maybe you've been like fans for a long
Yeah.
time, like months. Could you imagine like telling to yourself, like your kid, when you were a kid, like, oh, in a couple of years you will be competing with Mons. You won't believe it, right? You wouldn't believe it, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
That's
yeah. She
crazy.
will be crying right now.
Yes, yeah, yeah. So you need to dedicate this performance and song to her, to your young girl that
Yeah.
is finally, fulfilling her dreams and making her dreams come true. That's super beautiful. But let's imagine and let's dream a little bit and imagine that you are announced as one of the finalists next Saturday, 22nd of February. One of the finalists that goes to the final in Stockholm in a couple of weeks. What will you be your reaction? And also, yeah, how would you prepare for the big stage in Friends Arena or Strawberry Arena now it's called actually
Yeah.
in Stockholm?
Yeah. Um, I don't know. I would probably be crying. And I would be in a state of shock and crying, and you know, it would be like amazing, and to even be a part of it, and going to the finals, it would be. Yeah, I have no words. I don't know how I'm going to react, but I will be crying. I know it for a fact.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that it will be so special moment for you. And we know that that newcomers like you can impress a lot of Swedish audience. For example, Maria Sur, who was a newcomer, also made it to the final, or Malu Pritz back in 2019, I think it was. She was also like you, and they made it to the final. So everything is possible. So yeah, you just need to focus on yourself and the song and then do your best. And what would it mean for you to represent Sweden if you end up winning Melodifestivalen with this song in Switzerland?
Oh, it will be so amazing, and you know. To represent Sweden is like one of my biggest goals. And I love Switzerland. I have been there twice, and I don't know. I can't explain it because it's like so crazy to me that I am here and like talking to you. Like it's crazy to me. So yeah, it will be amazing, and I will be doing my absolute best to represent Sweden in the most amazing way.
Mm, nice, nice. Of course, like it's just amazing, how you can prepare like it is such a performance. Maybe last year you weren't thinking about this, and now you are here preparing this performance and trying to represent Sweden. It's just amazing. Which are your inspirations in music? Because is this song, this ballad, something that you normally sing, or is it something that you are taking a risk and trying new genres?
So I am like taking a risk because it's my first time that I have been singing on Swedish.
Yeah,
So
true. Yeah, I check your
yeah.
music and always in English. True.
Yeah, so it is like my big break for my Swedish career, I think. So that will be very exciting to see. And to yeah, my biggest inspirations is Sabrina Carpenter, Sarah Larsson, and
Mm.
in Melodifestivalen it has always been Loreen. So that is a real coincidence that she's
Yeah.
writing my song. But yeah, so I don't know. I think like ballads, power ballads are my thing, but I had never like tried it on Swedish, so this will
Mm.
be a new thing for me. Absolutely.
Yeah. Nice. I mean, you already met Sarah Larsson, right? You made a cover with her. You work with Loreen. Next step is Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
So she's coming. She's coming to Europe this year. So you
Yeah,
should meet.
I am actually going to see her in Sweden.
Ah,
Yeah.
nice. Cool, cool. You look like her. I mean, you could be
Thank
sisters.
you.
Nice. You could be open for her maybe in the future. On
I
the
hope
opening act. Yes. Why not? Nice. And for Melodifestivalen, who are your references? Or who are the singers that you were like always like looking up to, like listening to? You said Loreen, but also what are other Melodifestivalen singers and songs that you feel really close to your heart?
so. Actually, this was competing in the Eurovision, and it was arca of what is it called? Arcade.
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 Yeah, arcade.
Arcade.
Yes. Yeah,
By
arcade.
Duncan Lawrence. And
Yeah,
I
he
love
won.
that song, and I, feel so much connection to that song. So that would probably be like one of my favorites of all time. And this one, Keep on Walking, Keep on. What is it called now? It is called Keep on Walking, and I love that song.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
No, it's
But
fine.
yeah, so it is like Arcade and Euphoria, Tattoo, and Keep on Walking, and so I think it's like power ballads that I'm like most connected to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And any music in Swedish that you listen to, like in Swedish language?
Yeah, so we have a lot of them. And then it's like Miriam Bryant
Ah,
and
yes. Love her.
Veronica Maggio and Hannah Faum and Victor Lexell, and we have a lot of great
Yes.
artists here. So, but I love Sarah, but she's
Yes.
singing on English. So.
Yeah, she's now she's big. She's
Yeah,
worldwide. Yeah. I love her also. And Hannah Farm also. Her songs in
yeah,
Swedish are super cool. I can
yeah,
see you singing that kind of songs also. Maybe more upbeat songs in Swedish.
yeah,
You should try.
yeah.
Nice. So yeah, I think this is the end of the interview. Thank you so much, Ella, for your time. Can't wait to see your performance. Can't wait to meet you also in a couple of weeks in Stockholm if you end up going to the finals. Fingers crossed. Manifesting that.
Yeah.
And finally, if you have a message to our followers and people watching this video and supporting you, because you have so many people waiting to see your performance and rooting for you already, that would be amazing. Tusen tack, and see you very soon in Stockholm. Manifest.
Thank you so much. And all I want to say is like I really hope that you guys like my song, enjoy my performance, and can feel emotions and feel connected to my song. And I'm so thankful for all my support that I'm getting already, and I have not even been competing yet. So it is amazing, and I just want to thank you all so much for everything.
Thank you so much, and we're sure that you will do really, really great.
Thank
With such
you.
a big team behind you, also supporting you, Loreen. Actually, have Loreen give you any advice for your performance ahead of your performance next Saturday?
So she actually sent me a quote, I think it's called, right? Yeah. And sorry, my throat. And she was like, giving me this like so much love and support and being like, I know you can do it, and just being so nice to me, and yeah, so I'm really grateful for that. So
Yeah, she's very like spiritual and she's very
yeah,
supportive, you know? It's
Yeah.
just her energy. Her energy will bring you luck for sure.
Yeah.
Nice. So yeah, perfect. Thank you so much, Ella, and see you
Mm.
very soon. And thank you so much for your time. Best of luck. Lycka
Thank you.
till.
Tack så mycket.
Bye. Bye.